Hi everyone, how is it going? Hope I find you all well, happy, healthy, and sane in this twilight zone that is 2020 AD. My name is Buhle Chinara, and I'm so excited to be with you guys here today on this week's installment of Creative Musings. And yeah, a little bit about my background. I'm a freelance content creator. My main focuses are videography, writing, and podcasting. And actually, by the time that this episode is out, my latest podcast project called The Mirror Club will be out. And it's just basically a podcast about self-discovery, self-knowledge, self-transcendence, and the things that people, I believe, can avoid or gain by truly being in close connection with who they truly are. And that kind of ties a little bit into what I'll be musing on today. Because I want to think today about sustainability, but from the viewpoint of what we as individuals and a collective value. Our ways of being, our ways of thinking, what we do, the things that we perpetuate. I really do want to think about that because right now in 2020, we're in a period of upheaval. Things I do believe in history when we look back are going to be categorized a little bit as before 2020 and after 2020 because we're at this really unique and interesting juncture where we're able to kind of look at everything and how it's been, see the things that have imploded, because it's not just things that have imploded because of coronavirus in terms of like business and our ways of relating to each other in person and all of that, but also the social issues that we're seeing where those things were not sustainable, those ways of being that people perpetuated knowingly or unknowingly are kind of coming to a halt. They're being upended because they were not something that could endure. So I feel like now we're at this really exciting time where we're reimagining new realities. And I say reimagining instead of imagining because as humans, I do believe we've always kind of been forward looking, always trying to figure out, ooh, how can I improve this? Ooh, what can I do to introduce this? And scientists and engineers and artists are always thinking about like the future and what can be created. But right now I feel like we're reimagining because before a lot of the things that we were trying to create for the future were based on the systems and the infrastructure that previously existed. And now that that infrastructure is kind of plummeting to the ground, rightfully so, because there were so many things that were oppressing people or were only benefiting a few while others weren't necessarily seeing the benefits of it. So yeah, now we're in that place where we're actually seeing a lot of those structures die. And we are like, okay, what's next? And let us reimagine what's next with the fresh new perspective that anything is possible. We're at carte blanche and we can create new systems that support where we want to go. And yeah, I guess I think a lot about capitalism and consumerism and how we've kind of lived these lives of like needing things outside of us to kind of to validate our sense of self and to validate our sense of being, and how I feel like those things just really weren't sustainable, and we can really do well in changing them because in order to be happy, in order for people to be able to maintain happiness, maintain peace, maintain contentedment, I hope that that's a word. It's probably not. Contentment, contentedness. People have to be fed with things that are actually more enduring. So I think as creatives, this is a really exciting opportunity because often we're thought of as the people who are thinking of new things or are going against the grain. And it's true. I do think that being creative is kind of a spiritual work. And we're at this point in a beautiful place where we can reimagine a new reality for people to exist in. We can either mirror reality in our work, show the things that are dysfunctional, or we can imagine brand new things and show people what could be. So that's what I just want to encourage everybody to do at this minute. See how your work can contribute to creating new realities, but new realities that are sustainable, that can endure, and that everybody can participate in and benefit from. So, yeah.